All right, hello everybody. Welcome to the Mikestand, our weekly look back at um, comics history. We're going to be getting into February of comics that went on sale in February 1939 from DC Comics, including including of course Action Comics Volume One Number 10, as well as as well as maybe some Detective Comics Volume One, Number 25, 2 issues before Batman's debut in 27, of course. Um, so some stuff.
Hey, what do you?
Woody, and look, he changed his name there. You see that, Batgoat? He just put Woody there now instead of like Woody Mueller.
Oh yeah, okay. Um, yes, I didn't say hi. Happy Friday, Mike, and sup, bro, daddies. Good to see everyone. Real quick, I'll just go ahead and say welcome to summer in Minnesota. So, as you can see, the Batgoat Studios have moved outside to the back patio, where I will be enjoying a red stripe, and I believe this is going to be a pretty much a cotton candy sunset. These clouds should light up orange behind me over my back, and then I'll probably be moving inside in about 45 minutes, 50 minutes. Well, yeah, we'll see. Once it gets dark, I'll move in. But so because of that, I do not have Hangman. I don't have any of my stuff here. I'm on a little patio table. So if Mike, if you need to step away,
Mhm.
the plan I've got is I'll read dad jokes, or well, actually not, or I'll go ahead and I have my Pandora channel ready to go on the yacht rock. We'll have the soothing tones of 70s yacht rock while I enjoy my red stripe, and you all can see the sunset behind me. And I may read dad jokes if you want.
Oh, something like Christopher Cross, maybe.
Yeah, you know what yacht rock is anything that we considered elevator music in the 70s is now hot for some reason.
Yeah. My
What
Hangman guess
is
is
warmonger?
Warmonger.
You won, Woody. That's exactly right. You won for this week, so there's no point in even bringing it up.
Yeah. So anyway, let's see. We're already coming up on 3 minutes here. Was there anything else you wanted to add, Batgoat? Anything
How does the
exciting?
picture look? It seems kind of, it's hard for me to tell because I'm outside and the lighting is
That
the.
looks fine. I can still make you out. So
I'm not worried about me and the shading, but like, is that sunset over my shoulder, over the shoulder? Is it kind of washed out, or can you see the colors all right? I mean, this is just a.
I can see like bright, like a yellow red kind of blend there.
All right. I'm
Um,
hoping that'll get better as it starts to set more.
yeah. So.
What do you think, Woody? Am I looking good out here in the back patio? Welcome to Prior Lake. There it is, right behind. Isn't that beautiful? I'm just kidding. This is Deerfield Pond behind me. The lake is about 1.5 miles away.
Yeah. So.
But I do have.
Anyways, oh, we got another person. Hello.
Oh,
Hopefully
I'm
you
not
have.
looking at
We have
the
another person just
YouTube.
joined in. So
Yeah,
hopefully,
look at that. All right.
Toys is here. Yay, Toys!
Hey, toys. Happy Friday. Even the light's white. I wouldn't change it. All right. Good deal. I think it'll. Even the light's white. Shut up, jackass. Uh, I think as it gets oranger over the next 15, 20 minutes, the contrast should be better. Yeah, we'll see.
All right. So with that, guys, so tonight we're going to be starting our coverage of February 1939 with
Woody's
comics that
got
went
him on
on
change.
sale
All right.
from DC Comics. Be looking at some action comics as well as, and then Tori's going to laugh out loud. Some action comics from Detective Comics. And then we got at least a couple of stories we'll do Zatara, and then Crimson Avenger, and then whatever else you might figure out depending upon time. It's pretty uh,
Contrasty.
contrasty, but you can see the sun's getting to set,
It's
and
we're about 20 minutes before it even starts getting close to like the water tower, where the sun sets at 8:45 tonight. We're at 8:05, so It's just it. I can see that it's fleshing out right there. I just think it'll get better. But as long as you say it's okay, we'll stay out here. And plus, I don't want to move back inside. And I'll keep track of the lulls. I don't have a trophy, so whoever wins the lulls, you know what I'll do? I'll find a twig or a leaf or a blade of grass or a rock. I'll throw something at the computer to you won the lulls trophy type thing. All right.
All right.
What do you
All
say?
right.
All right.
So anything else, Batgoat?
Oh, yes. We have a. Do you guys want to see a family picture now, or do you want to wait till the end of the show? Let's see what they say. Because both Woody and Toys are here. Let me just go ahead and share this right now. Just real quick. This is the first time I've done it. This will be Mr. Miles Stone. Myles, Miles Stone. And the first time I didn't even think about it when my son goes, well, it's kind of a joke, Dad. Think about it, Milestone. And I'm like, oh my God, did you really? My son did that and I didn't even get that. So Mr. Milestone, right here. This is him. He's not even 2 months old. Where are we?
It's awkward when
not even 2 months old and he's already 14 pounds. This kid is huge. He is a big bruiser. He's not Peanut. He is a horse. He is big like his old man. My son was 30 pounds at 6 months. So this kid's 14 pounds at 2 months. So he's going to be a freaking horse. Look at him smiling. And look at that hairline. Oh my God, he's going to be a beast. I love him though.
Yeah.
All right.
Batgoat, did you see what Toy said? Hey, Critical Blast. hey, RJ.
Pornhub reflected it. Did you see Pornhub? Where's Pornhub?
I didn't see Pornhub.
Photos, Wells Fargo. Don't look at my Wells Fargo. Savage, Minnesota weather, Wikipedia, Motor Trend. Got to go through Amazon. Nope. Sorry.
All right. So
hey, Critical. Happy Friday.
Hey, RJ. So with all that being said, why don't we go ahead and get into some of this? First off, we're going to do some summary work. We're going to just look through the DC database real quick. Just, pick up on some notes here before we actually get into the readings. So let's see. Yeah. All right. So, oh wait, I should check to see because I think I've already.
I need to set up the Yacht Rock channel. Yacht Rock Radio.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just coming here, not necessarily to read the synopsis, but just go through the notes and the trivia and all that real quick. So, in this Superman story, Superman Goes to Print, and it was reprinted later in Superman Action Comics Archives Volume 1, and it gets its title, from which it gets its title, and then Superman Chronicles Volume 1. And one of the points that they want to make when it comes to the stories of this time period was at the end of the 1930s and beginning of the quote unquote golden age of superheroes, as shown in several early Superman stories and at least one Green Lantern story, the municipal and state governments of Metropolis were riddled with corruption. That's kind of like the kind of noir-esque pulp situation of the time period, right?
Yes.
And the other note here from the Zatara story, so this issue features the Tigress's sixth appearance, her seventh encounter with it, because she had an encounter with Zatara before his feature even premiered. So this is her seventh encounter with Zatara, making her obviously his arch enemy at this time. At the end of this story, she is vastly wealthy, could easily retire from a globe-trotting career of crime. She'll be back in issue 22. The story is called Treasure Gains. In this chapter, the antagonists discover and split up the fabled treasure of Genghis Khan, but see also Action Comics 36, which they did the same thing in another story, but it's not all part of the same continuity at this point. Let's see. Some trivia here. Superman appears on this issue's cover for only the third time. This will soon change. Obviously, you got to remember some of the earlier editions of Action Comics didn't have Superman on the cover as much, but it would come to a point where he would become the cover feature.
The main focus, yeah. And by the way, I can see I was right. The color's getting a lot better now that the sun's going down. It's not as faded out.
Now you know. Now you know. I don't know if that was a segment in the book or not, but Franklin D. Roosevelt during his broadcast, the president can pull out a cigarette, light and smoke it without missing a syllable of his talk or upsetting his timing, which is kind of remarkable because if I understand correctly, he had polio at the time, which was a kind of a degenerative condition, right?
Yeah, hard to move around.
Yeah, so. And then Zatara artist Fred Guarnier, also credited as Gene Baxter. Okay, so, and then we'll just, as I said, we're just gonna go through like some of the trivia notes real quick, and then we'll get to the readings. So on to.
I don't understand that joke, Toys, but I'm going to give you credit for it anyways, because I kind of think I know where you're going.
What turns a kitty into a tiger? Time, at least enough for the tat to scratch and sag. Okay.
There's supposed to be a tie-in with like a boob and breastfeeding and it getting saggy. It's a little pussy joke. Okay, I get it. Did FDR use a cigarette holder? Yes, he did. Should I find a picture of that? Go ahead. Keep going, Mike. I'm just going to find a picture of that.
Yeah.
Wow. Now we're getting some glare. It's hard for me to read the screen.
And apparently FDR had a quote here in Detective Comics somewhere. I don't know if it was in any of the stories.
Anything goes. You know that song, Anything Goes?
Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but FDR did find himself being a guest in a number of comics. So, there's the notes from Detective Comics here.
Yes, he was, man, I mean, like, he's such a celebrity. He was like the first real rock star president. And I mean, like, you know, we talk about social media right now, but he was the first one.
I guess you could say he was the Trump of his time,
right? But I mean, like, he was the first one. Did he do fire? He didn't do fireside chats, but
yes, he did.
He did do fireside chats. Okay, yeah, so he was the first one to say, like, I'm coming into every one of your homes, all of you Americans, once a week. So like he was more famous than any other president prior to him, right?
Yeah, probably.
They could hear him. They could all hear him at the same time. That was unheard of if you think about it. Yeah. So here I've got a picture of him with the smoking a cigarette with the holder. Let's see, it's right there. Did you see the picture?
No, I haven't switched over yet. But...
Oh, I didn't blow it up. But you can see all those pictures of FDR with the cigarette holder. That's what Woody was asking about. I just wanted to show that. So, okay, go ahead. Thank you, Mike.
All right.
I need a pipe and a scotch glass. That would rock.
All right, so let me just get down to the notes and trivia section here, just real quick. All right, so this would be the last issue for the Golden Dragon feature, which would lead into a direct spinoff called Skip Skylar. In this chapter, the protagonists split up, the fabled treasure of Genghis Khan, but see also, so you had two stories at one time in this one month where they both talked about discovering and splitting up the fabled treasure of Genghis Khan.
Oh, gross. A wood spider climbing up the wall. They're so fast. I hate them.
And let's just see if there's
Just
any
it's small.
notes for more fun comics.
A ladybug or an Asian beetle. And I haven't sprayed myself, and I know the ticks are out. It's been really wet. As lovely as this is, do you guys know that most everyone here in the suburbs of Minneapolis, as soon as you get down to areas like this, when you're outside of the city, if you have pets and you have kids, you have to check for ticks every day, especially when like you live across from a pond. So one of the downsides.
All right, so let's see. Flying Fox by Terry Gilkinson.
A beer belt. Burp.
Yep. Returns after being absent. We might hit that one up a little later. That's an aviation one. I'm sure you'll like that one. Batgoat.
Okay.
If we get to it. I don't know why, but this thing keeps popping up on my screen there. I don't know if it's because this one thing I got is stuck or what. But one button. Anyway, so that's all the note stuff there. So let's me now get over to.
I can't see anything. All right.
Is it the glare?
Yeah, but it's good now. I can kind of see the screen, so you keep going. I can hear you.
All
I
right.
just want everyone to see the sunset. It's rocking.
All right. So with that, let's see now.
Wow. See, if I try to look at it, then I block the camera. So I think that looks nice from what I'm seeing right here.
Sorry about that. I kind of screwed up there. Went to the wrong screen.
That's okay. I was admiring the scenery I'm giving everyone. I can't see the chat, so if anyone's saying anything, sorry.
Let's see now. Okay.
Sorry, I can't reach the mute button, so you're going to hear me cough. I can't even tell. Can you see me on my screen? I can't, but my eyesight's bad. You know that. Oh, hey, there I am. I can see. Look, it's lighting up my stupid mutton stash. Oh, that does look good. There's no winning. If I do this, if I try to make it so I can see the screen, then I block out what's happening. So I just hope that it's good. I think my fat butt is warping the chair. Did you lose your page, Mike? Can you hear me? We assume that your face is the thing in between the two sideburns.
There, Batgoat.
Yeah, yeah. You didn't hear me when I was talking to you? Can you hear me, Mike? It's a majestic scene.
Hell.
Mike, come back to us. Um, Chat, do you hear me or Mike? Seriously, dude, this is some good cinematography. Thanks. I've done better at from back in the day. It's all on my. I just need to edit and upload one day. I will.
What's going
Uh,
on?
Can you hear me, Mike? Mike, you muted and you unmuted. Chat, do you hear me? Chat, do you hear Mike?
Let me see.
Okay, so you guys can hear me, and we're thinking Mike can't hear me for some reason. Mike, can you hear me? Mike, you can't hear me, can you? Hey, Robert Roberts, happy Friday. Good to see you. Mike, I think your audio, you muted your audio somehow. Your microphone's not muted, but your speaker is muted. Is that right? Do people think I'm right? Did he mute his audio somehow? Should I type that in chat? You guys don't hear his voice either? Okay.
Can you hear me, Batgoat?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I hear Mike. I did. I don't think I did, but I'm.
You hear me, Woody? All right. You don't hear Mike though, correct? We can hear Mike. We can hear Batgoat. And Mike, okay, you can't hear me, Mike. So I don't know what that means. How did that happen? That's not a hardware issue with either one of us. Something happened where you hear Mike, you hear Batgoat, and Mike does not hear me. Let me type that.
I didn't mute it, but something's up.
The only breakdown is, yeah, you can't hear me. So you sure you don't have your volume isn't turned down, Mike? I hate to sound like such a dummy asking that, but doesn't that seem like the most simplest solution? Toys is laughing at us. I hear both. I know this is silly. I don't know what he did there because he popped my screen up, right? It was just me going, and then he came back, and then we couldn't hear anything. Mike, do you want to restart the whole stream, and then everyone will come back? I don't know. Just a guess. The geriatric stream just level up. All right, toys. I know. But who else brings you this sunset?
And here's you, chat. Here's me. But we just can't seem to hear each other, it would appear.
He just froze up a little bit there too. The Minnesota dude. Who's the Minnesota dude? Like Minnesota Fats? Is like a billiard player here?
Damn it.
Like, if you want to continue the show, you can kick me out and I can try coming back in. You can't hear me. Let me type this up. The show's stopping now, so let's see what I can do. Learn how to type. You know what? I think I'll just go ahead and bail out. I'll just punch out on my own. All right, so let's do that. Go back to StreamYard.
I'm going to try. Let's see if I'm doing this.
Oh, all right. He's leaving the stream and he's going to come back in. If this doesn't work, then I'm going to leave the stream. But apparently you guys can still hear me right now, so we're still live streaming. Yeah, you can see this wonderful sunset. Boy, it got fuzzy again, didn't it? Oh, yeah. It hit. All right, Mike, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mike? Mike, you can't hear me, can you? All right, I'm going to leave the studio and then I'm going to come back.
All right, yeah, I'll just do that then.
Hello, can you hear me? Can you hear me, Mike? Mike, can you hear me? You can't hear me, Mike. Can you? Chat, can you hear me? Can you hear me, chat?
I tried kicking myself out a couple of times. I tried.
Okay.
Why is it?
The only thing, are you sure your volume isn't down, Mike? He hasn't answered that question yet, has he? Because he just uses his computer, so it'd be the speakers on his computer. I wonder if that's it. Hello, can you hear me?
All right,
Can you hear me, Mike?
Yeah, I switched over to the.
Mike, can you hear me? You can't hear me, Mike. Can you? Chat, can you hear me? Can you hear me, chat?
Well, now I can hear. Myself out a couple of times. I tried. All right.
Okay,
So what I
so
did,
your
I
volume-
turned on the sound over on the YouTube one, to where so we might be a little delayed there.
Yeah, that won't work. We can't do that. Well,
But I don't know why. I don't know what happened with the.
okay. The only thing, are you sure your volume isn't down, Mike? He hasn't answered that question yet, has he?
Well, let's see. I'm check. Let's see.
His computer. So no, I know your volume's fine. So it just there's no sound for me on StreamYards.
No, because I've been checking the volume. Volume's up on my computer. Yeah. So I don't know what, because one of the things that's been happening. Yeah. All right. I switched over to the.
Mike, can you hear me? Can't hear me, Mike. Can you? hear me? Can you hear me, chat?
Well, now I can hear it come out a couple of times. I tried. All right.
Okay,
so what I did is turned on the sound over on the YouTube one, so we might be a little delayed there.
Yeah, that won't work. We can't do that. Well,
and I don't know why. I don't know what happened with the.
Okay. The only thing.
All right, let me check something. Edit. All right, what about this? What is going on? Okay. Yeah. What I'm gonna try to. Okay. So what I'm gonna try to do here is I'm gonna try to just. I'm gonna end this stream and then try to like get another one up and running for this.
All right, end it. I couldn't burp. I'm a failure.
Just because I don't know what's going on, how this even happened. I can't hear anything now.